Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. First off, I'm super sorry that I forgot to post this weekend. I thought I'd scheduled them and I didn't, so my apologies. But I've had some things floating around my brain this weekend, and I went live on social media about it a little bit this weekend, but I wanted to go in here about it too. And I'll try to keep it short and sweet. My kids are, up and about. My 3-year-old is eating breakfast downstairs, and my 1.5-year-old is stirring. So I'm sorry, this is all. Anyway, okay. So I wanted to talk today about controlling where we're at and controlling what we can control and thriving there. Okay. So I had a great discussion with my mom this weekend. She was in town on Saturday, which was a lot of fun. Just about how there are so many things in life that you cannot control, right? Like you can't control your kids and when they get sick and when they sleep and when they wake up and what trials you have and the other decisions that other people make, right? But you can control the decisions that you make. And there are, at least mom-wise, right? Like there are times of the day that I can control, and one of those is my mornings. I try to get up a couple hours before my kids get up so that I have that time to control, because once my kids get up, the day is its own day, right? Like there's no control. And so just finding the power and deciding to control what you can control, one, is super empowering, and two, it makes you feel more successful. And for me, it brings me peace, for me, what it mostly is I get the things done that help me feel successful. And so then no matter what the day looks like, I am able to not resent my kids and to feel accomplished and to kind of roll with the punches the rest of the day instead of trying to fight against the tide. So I encourage you this week to try and find the areas and the decisions that you can control and to take them, right? Like take action. Don't let yourself be acted upon in those times where you can control, and just kind of lean into that, because that is so powerful, and that's really where the stuff starts to happen, right? Things start to happen there when you decide and commit, and when you aren't letting it happen to you, but you are making it happen, right? So I want you to ponder on that today, kind of find the areas where you can control and figure out what you want that to look like. And also, I was reading this morning in our 100 Days to Brave devotional book, and I felt like it fit really well. So I was reading day 36 this morning. I'm a little bit behind on my reading. But it's talking about work in pieces. And she quotes Proverbs 21, and it says, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty." So basically, that just testifies of the power of planning, right? Like when we plan things, we get abundance and we get success. But when we let stuff just happen to us and we're hasty, it leads to poverty, right? So anyway, she also talks about we often think too much about the future and stress about the future, but how we need to do what's right in front of us, what is here today. And just like I was talking about, that's the things we can control, right? We can't control tomorrow. We can't control 6 months from now. Not really, right? Like you can to a degree, but you have today, right? You have today. You don't know what it's going to be like in 6 months or a month or next week, but you have today. And so being brave to work where you are and not just trying to live in the future, but living today. She says, do your best today in whatever spot or position you are. All right, so I want to challenge you to that. I want you to do your best today, no matter what today looks like, no matter where you're at with your big goals, your small goals. Do your best today, all right? And figure out where you can control and what actions you need to take to make that time to your biggest benefit, right? To maximize that time and that effort so that you do feel successful in the time you can control, so that when all the stuff that happens that you can't control, it doesn't overwhelm you or derail you as much as it normally would. Okay, so I hope you have a fantastic Monday. Go get the things you can control. Do your best today. and give yourself some grace.